Metal Fan 230 here, and this is going to be a brand new album review from 2013, new 2013 album. This is going to be my review of the new Dream Theater album, new self-titled album from the progressive metal titans themselves. Yep. Now, this album actually streamed today, and I got a chance to listen to this, and wow, holy shit! This album just sounds epic. Now, this is their 12th album. Now, this is actually the second album to feature drummer Mike Mangini on the drums. This is actually the first album that he had contributed with the writing process from the very start throughout the whole entire album, writing and recording. Whereas on A Dramatic Turn of Events, all his parts were written on a drum machine or something before he joined. And just, wow. I'm just really impressed about this album. I mean, the production on this album is just great. It's pretty much about the same as on Dramatic Turn of Events. It's just pretty good. Not good, but not, what am I saying, good? No, I meant great. What am I saying? Sorry. The musicianship from all the members, James Labrie, John Petrucci, John Mayung, Jordan Rudess, and Mike Mangini, are just, well, fantastic. They played their instruments and did their own thing. It's just very, wow. Not even any words to describe how good they are. They're just one of those bands that once you hear any song, you'll just be very impressed. You can never leave your head. You're just pretty much amazed about how you listen to everything, and it just gets stuck in your head and just so amazed by it. But let's talk about this album. Let's get right into it. Now, the album opens up with a song called "False Awakening." A Suite, which is an instrumental intro, which is actually the very first time I think Dream Theater actually has an instrumental intro for an album, just a song, little intro. Now, it's only about a little around 2 minutes and 42 seconds long. It's a pretty epic way to start this album. Now, this song kind of reminds me of something I would hear from a little action movie, or something from a soundtrack. Now, the song itself is split up into 3 parts: Sleep Paralysis, Night Terrors, and Lucid Dream. It's a very good way to start this album. It's just very epic, which then leads into the next song called The Enemy Inside. Now, which is a very good song. I've already did a track review of this song. Just go and check it out. But I'll say it again for any of you who haven't seen it, but if you want to see my thoughts on this review, it's a great song. I have to say, great performance from the band. It's very awesome. Now we get to the next song. It's called The Looking Glass, which is a very good song. It sounds similar to Rush. It has sort of a old 70s type vibe to it. It's a pretty good song, I have to say, and there's a little good bass line in there. It's very intricate. It's very interesting. Next song is called Enigma Machine, which is an instrumental, and this is actually the first time Dream Theater had an instrumental in nearly 10 years. Not since, I believe, Vacant off of Train of Thought back in 2003. And it's a very good great instrumental. So it has sort of a very gloomy type vibe. It's just very doom and gloom. But it has a very great heavy part, and there's some really great guitar solo. Not guitar solos. Great solos from John Petrucci and Jordan Rudess. Those guys are just fucking incredible players. And there's also a good solo part, and it's also I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm just blown away by that song, and this album is just wow. Enigma Machine is a great instrumental. Then we get to The Bigger Picture, which is a great song. It has a great slow part, and it has a little part with the piano playing, and it has a very good acoustic guitar part. It's a very beautiful song. It's just very majestic. And we get to the next song called Behind the Veil, which is starts off very majestic. It has sort of a swaying feel for a minute and a half, the first minute and a half of the song. Then it gets right into it. It's just a very good song. Next song is called Surrender to Reason, which has a very good drumming intro from Mike Mangini. Yeah, but then it has a little bit of acoustic guitar part in there, and it has a very good epic feel part with sort of the keyboards. It's a very good song. Next song is called Along for the Ride, which is the second song I actually heard off of this album. And it's a pretty good song, I have to say. It starts off very beautiful. But I do have one little minor nitpick. It's just a little nitpick. I know I don't really like to nitpick. It's just one thing I just noticed while I listened to this song. Now, the drums on that song, it's just, I don't know, they seem a little bit too low. Like, I think it was mixed a little bit too low, and I think that Mike Mangini's snare was a little bit weak in that song. That's just one little nitpick I wanted to get out of the way of that song. But other than that, though, Along for the Ride is a pretty good song. Then we get to the last song on the album, which is sort of a good way to end this album. It's an epic called Illumination Theory. Now, this is the longest song on the album. It's around 22 minutes long, which is actually the first time Dream Theater actually ended an album with a longer song, which is not since, I believe, Black Clouds and Silver Linings back in 2009. It's a very good song, I have to say. Now, the song itself is split up into 5 parts. The first part is called Paradoxe de la Lumière Noire, which actually sounds French. It's pretty... Then we get to Live, Die, Kill, The Embracing Circle, the Pursuit of Truth, and Surrender, Trust, and Passion. Now, that song itself is just very crazy. It just has a lot of different musical parts. There's heavy and slow and this and that. It's just, wow. It's just, that's a very good way to end the album. It's just, wow. Now, overall, the new self-titled Dream Theater album is very interesting. It's a very good, enjoyable album. It's very great. It's just amazing and fantastic. Always great music from them, as always, and very enjoyable. So overall, I would give this new album from Dream Theater a 9 out of 10. I'll also post a link in the description below of the stream if you want to check this out. So yeah, see you later, guys, and rock on.